swear, I cannot get this damn camera down. It makes like a weird noise, and I'm not used to it, and I'm talking before the noise happens. But anyways, I don't know if y'all can hear that rain, but it's one of them days where I would have swore that the sun was just out, and now I hear rain. But anyways, welcome back. Your girl Sharice here. Today I am 12 weeks pregnant. I can't believe how fast it's been going by. It's like I don't know what just happened. So one thing I'm going to say right now is that I've noticed that I've become very forgetful, which is not me at all. I stumble on my words. I've even watched some of my last videos, the past couple videos, and I'm like, what the heck was I saying? Or really? So we're definitely back to writing notes, because definitely pregnancy has a tendency to make you just it's like a constant brain fart. It's like I'll sit there and be talking to my mom and in mid-sentence forget what I was saying. And she thinks it's funny because I've never been that type of person before. I've always had a very good memory. Honestly, just today, I texted my roommate this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I literally forgot to tell him about the monthly bills, because I'm the one that usually handles the monthly bills, and I get the money from everybody and I pay the bills. And yeah, I literally totally just crossed my mind, totally forgot all about it, and then was like, I am so sorry, because pregnancy brain is definitely a thing. I mean, I don't know if it's a for sure symptom or something, but at the same time, it does kind of affect the memory, and you kind of just, it's almost as if your mind is always wandering elsewhere constantly all the time. But anyways, so a couple things. So now that in the past couple weeks, I'm going to say, since my last video, things that definitely are symptoms that have been very oh my gosh, is, okay, so the first one I'm going to say is the urge to go to the bathroom. I mean, yeah, jeez. See, look, you get new clothes. I think that's better. Anyways, so yes, pee. You pee a lot. Now, I read online that now that I'm 12 weeks, the baby will move out of the pelvis, just above the pelvic bone. So that might take a little bit of pressure off of using the potty all the time. But during the day, it's not so bothersome as it is at night. At night, it's I wake up sometimes hour and a half, 2 hours. Depends on how much I drink before I go to bed. If I drink, some juice or some water before bed, then I'm definitely going every hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, if I try to avoid drinking stuff, which is really hard because, when you're pregnant, you're supposed to intake more fluids, but then also when you really want to sleep, it's I don't want to drink something right before I'm going to bed, because then you know that you're going to be getting up every hour and a half to 2 hours. And I realize that when the baby gets bigger, that's probably going to get worse again, but I'm hoping that by the time everything, the uterus moves up and whatnot, that I'm not constantly having to go to the bathroom, because that is very irritating. Literally, my niece, one of my nieces that I take care of, she's the youngest one, she said to me, she asked me for something, and then I said, hold on, baby, I gotta go potty. And she said, Auntie, you always have to pee, but you never have to poop. This kid, I'll tell you what, she is my little mini-me. She notices everything. She follows Auntie's every single move, and all I could do was crack up laughing. I was like, this kid, really? So yeah, that's one thing that can be a bit what the heck? Seriously? How do I have to pee that much? Another thing, clothing-wise, I was expecting to not have to worry about maternity clothes or anything like that for a little bit more time. But because of the fact that I had a little bit of weight on me before I got pregnant, and everything's starting to try to move up and make room for the baby to move up, I've noticed that I've already got that, belly going on. And when I'm bloated, it's even bigger. And so clothing has become so uncomfortable that recently I got maternity clothes. my sister got me some, and I was so thankful to her because, like, seriously, I was so uncomfortable that, like, literally, if it was up to me, I wouldn't wear pants ever. I'd just walk around in my drawers. I'm not even joking, y'all. Like, I'll walk around in panties 24/7 if it wasn't something that people be like, why that girl only ain't got no pants on? But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if I didn't have to wear pants, like, that would be, like, the best thing ever, just to walk around pantsless. Because wearing pants that are just even just a little bit, you know, snug, or maybe even just, like, fitting, you don't want that. You want loose. And let me tell y'all what, I wore my first pair of maternity pants yesterday, and that band, y'all, oh, it was the most comfortable I'd been in weeks. So yes, that is going on. On top of, okay, so one of the things that's irritating for me is the emotional thing. I'm not an emotional person. Like, I'm not a crier. Probably cry maybe if my feelings are, like, really, really hurt, or if I'm really, really mad, you know, which is not usual. Sorry, y'all, that's another pregnancy thing. You can't hold back the you know, the burping and stuff. Apologize for that. There goes that losing that train of thought thing I was telling y'all about. Anyways, oh yes, emotions. Yeah, I become really emotional. I'm not that kind of girl whatsoever. Like, I'm crying about stuff this little, or I get really mad, like rage mad, like, you know, my man will say stuff, especially with him. I feel bad for him sometimes because I flash on him a lot more. But, yeah, that happens pretty often, but hopefully that'll calm down pretty soon here. And then, this is probably a TMI, but if you're a woman and you have been pregnant, or you are pregnant now, you know what I'm talking about. These right here, you know, sometimes they hurt, but then also the growth of them is what has been like, dang, like, I've always been in the little titty committee, you know, like, I don't have big boobs. I'm average size, which is, you know, I'm a little small. I'm a little bit on the small end. All throughout high school, I did not have boobs at all. I'm usually a small C cup, and now I'm barely fitting my bras, and they're all tight. So pretty soon that's going to have to be a bump up situation, because I don't know how much more I can handle of suffocating in the boob area. I think I talked about this before, but the back pain, it actually has gotten a bit worse. My midwife talked to me about, I told her that I did yoga before I was pregnant, but then when I got pregnant, I was a little scared to do anything extensive, so I was like, I don't know if I should be doing yoga anymore, but she said that it is definitely, like, the best thing that you could be doing while pregnant. So anybody who's out there pregnant and doesn't know, you know, what they should be doing to be active-wise, yoga. On days that I'm not having terrible morning sickness, I do try to stretch out and do a few yoga stretches, and I've noticed that they have helped my back. My midwife explained to me that the back issues are due to a hormone that your body produces when pregnant called relaxin. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not sure if I'm exactly right, but I'm guessing right now that's what it's called. But what it does is it kind of helps loosen things up for, you know, the baby, you know, in there and stuff, stretching around and whatnot, and your bones become basically a bit weaker. And basically what's happening is my posture has went to hell, and I'm slouching more. Like, right now I'm not slouching because I'm kind of being more aware because of filming, but if I was just sitting, I'm pretty sure that usually I'm slouching. And it's become a bit harder to try to sit up straight. It's kind of not as comfortable. So I think that's part of the reason. Well, I don't think, I know that's part of the reason why I'm having a lot more back pain. I didn't realize that my camera turns off at a certain time, and all of a sudden it beeped, and I was like, what the heck? I actually said a bad word, but I don't know if y'all heard. Figured out the problem and fixed it, because it did it again after, like, not even a minute. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I notice also sometimes, like, I literally will feel like a stretching down in my pelvis. It's like almost like a stretching, slightly crampy. I almost wonder if that's either the uterus growing or the uterus starting to make its way out of the pelvis. Not exactly sure. But I do know that, you know, being pregnant, yeah, so far it hasn't been that fun for me. But like, you know, what's in store for in the end is the exciting part. So I can't wait. Time is definitely going by a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I have another appointment coming up in the next couple days. Get to see the baby again for another ultrasound. Because like back in the day, I remember going to appointments with my sister with her oldest, and you didn't get as many ultrasounds as you do now. Now they do ultrasounds to check for, you know, defects and any kind of problems. So it's like you get these certain things done at certain amounts of time. So it's like, hey, you know, well, you know, the plus on it is that I get to see my baby again. So yeah, there will be more videos to come. I had planned on doing one in 11 weeks, but morning sickness is like not fun. Like I was having it earlier today. I had to wait for it to subside to do this, because literally when you're having bad morning sickness, you don't even want to talk, because talking just makes you even more nauseated. Not fun at all. I also wanted to tell you guys that for those of you that are pregnant or plan to be pregnant or anything along those lines, my sister and her kids got me this book. I just realized it does not say you are. Anyways, you having a baby. It's kind of hood the way it says it. You having a baby. I thought it said you are having a baby, but I guess that's not what it says. And it's the Owner's Manual to Happy and Healthy Pregnancy. I don't know where my sister got this book from. Ain't no telling. Could have been from Dollar Tree. Really don't matter. But I have also read What to Expect When Expecting. I think that's what it's called. I read that when my sister was pregnant with her first, just because I love to read. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. So I would suggest, I mean, anybody who hasn't picked this up, go ahead and pick this up. It's actually pretty fun, pretty cool. There's like this calendar thingy in here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, your 40-week planning calendar. And it's pretty cool. It's like you can fill in the calendar and whatnot all the way. Oh, look, I don't even think that's all in the shot. But hey, you get the gist of it. So it's a really cool, and it's got like quizzes in it and whatnot. So yeah, if you wanted to, just, you know, for the pregnant woman out there or soon to be or trying to become pregnant, go ahead and check that out. Now, women that are trying to become pregnant, I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't listen to nothing that you hear on the internet when it comes to when you're going to get pregnant, how long it's going to take, because I did that. And let me tell you what, I got frickin' hit in the face with a shocker when it happened 3 months after going off birth control. And I was on birth control for 13 years, going on 14 years before I went off of birth control. And I took it consistently. I only went off it for maybe like a month or two at one point in time. But other than that, like, it was a consistent thing. So don't listen to it saying 6 months to a year. Everybody's different. It could happen faster. It could take longer. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. And I hope you like this video. And definitely there will be more pregnancy videos to come. Maybe a hair video pretty soon. Maybe another controversial video. I said that funky, but you know what I meant to say. And I'm not going to repeat it because it's probably just going to come out funky again. Because that's one of the words that's just a little hard to say. But anyways, yes. Please like and subscribe. Your girl Sharice here. I can't reach the button.